In this video, we will see what is database, what is a table in a database, what is SQL. We will see these three topics in this video. First, what is database? A database is a collection of data stored and accessed electronically in the computer system. Few years back, we have stored all records in some notebooks or diaries, but nowadays we are storing all records in the computer system. For example, I want to open one saving account in Kotak Bank. If I go Kotak website to open saving account, it's asking mobile number, email ID, residential pin code. Once entered these details, if I click open account, these all details will store one place. That place is called a database. Databases are used to store large amount of data. The main purpose of the database is used to store large amount of data. For example, 1 crore record, 2 crore record, 3 crore record, etc. We can store n number of records in the database. Database names: Oracle, MySQL, DB2, SQLite. These are some database names. What is a table in a database? A table is a collection of data. It's organized in the form of rows and columns. Here I told, right? If we enter mobile number, email ID and residential pin code, this all data will store in one place. That place is called database. Inside the database, we are storing these all records in the table format. For example, mobile number 1234, email ID a@gmail.com, residential pin code 600001. Once entered, if I click open account, this all information will store in the database in the table format. This is columns. This is columns. This is row. This is row. We are storing all records in the inside the table in the form of columns and rows. Next, what is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. SQL expansion is Structured Query Language. SQL is used to communicate with the database. Here, we are storing all records in the table. In future, if you want to see these records, we should use SQL language to communicate with the database. SQL is a programming language for storing and processing information in a relational database. SQL language is used to communicate with the database. For example, if you want to see these records, if you want to modify any records in the table, if you want to delete any records from the table, we should use SQL language. Okay, now we will see what is relational database. Consider this is student table. Student table contains two columns: student ID, student name. Student ID 1, name A. Student ID 2, name B. Student ID 3, name C. I will create one more table, course table. This table contains three columns: course ID, course name, student ID. Course ID 10, Oracle. Student ID 1. Here, student ID 1 is matching with students table, this student ID 1. So, student A is doing Oracle course. We are relating these two tables. This is called relational database. We are relating between two tables. Course ID 20, Unix, student ID 2. That means student B. We are relating student ID 2, the student ID 2. So, student B is doing Unix course. So, course ID 30, Java. Here I will mention null. Null means no students is doing Java course. This is the relational database concept. We can relate between two tables. Next, SQL is an English-like language. This is SQL syntax, SQL query syntax. Select table name from select column name. Here column name from table name. This is the basic SQL syntax. It is we should write SQL queries in English. It can be written one or more lines. We can write this select query in single line or multiple lines. Select in the second line column name, in the third line from, in the fourth line table name. We can write multiple lines also or single line also we can write anyway. It is not a case sensitive. We can write SQL queries in uppercase or lowercase. We can write anyway. It is not a case sensitive. Thanks for watching this video.